Make sure audio is working on the stream. Get that for a second. Fresh. Sounds good. I'm liking the levels right now, so we'll leave it at that. Close that there. Here. Number 2 announcements. Get the link for the stream. Live with Apollo, Justice, Ace Attorney. Okay. I need to pick a thumbnail for my other one. Oh well, do that later. All right. Let's get this ball rolling. I'm excited. More Ace Attorney. I had a fucking blast playing the last chapter, but man, was that fucking long. God, I watched my VOD back for Ace Attorney 1, Phoenix Wright, and the first case, that took like 40 minutes, including my like 5-minute preamble. Oh my god, the last one was 3 hours. That was so insane. Load game. Alright. Drag and roll. Episode 2, Turnabout Corner. As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Fucking... What is happening? Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. When the wheel stops. You die. What? That was a lot of information to take in all at once. What? What? June 15th, 9:12 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was screwed. But even when I hit rock bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. What am I looking at? Here being the legendary Wright & Co. Law Offices. What is what? What am I looking at? There's a lot of magician stuff. What is with the tiny guillotine? The pasta, the fork fit, I just float. What? Okay, Justice. Time to stop trembling. Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way. Huh? Oh, hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. What's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Oh, it's so cute. Look at the bounce. Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess defending? Defending? An unusual talent, but that'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Huh? Go ahead, show me, defend. Just give it all you've got, don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can just defend here. First lesson, a professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us. Not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend? No? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? Huh? The Wright & Co. law offices, right? Oh. I was afraid of that. Don't worry. You're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again. What's there to read? Look, it says right here... Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. It all came flooding back. The trial, that girl. Oh, it's got the suits on the inside on the cape. That's cute. Hello, sir. Please pick a card. That's right. She's my daughter. Trucy Wright. For magic, the piano, even your defense. Call now. Oh. What? Nick, what happened to Maya? Don't tell me she's actually in jail now. Oh no. Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Oh! Talk. Right talent agency. So, is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago, when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. 2 people? Does that include you? Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows, paid too. I'm a professional, you know? Right. Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is... Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Pianist extraordinaire. Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic. At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're you're Phoenix Wright's daughter? That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. I don't think Nick had a kid in between. How old are you? I have many questions about you. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy, get it? Hysterical. Do I have a profile on you? You're 15. Oh. Oh my god, what? Nick, you're 33. Apparently the daughter of Phoenix Wright. So when you were 18, before any of the games started, you had a kid? No, she's adopted. That doesn't make a lot of sense otherwise. Also, 7 years ago, you were letting an 8-year-old helm your business? What? Nick. Damn, dude. What the fuck? No. I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? 15? How old is Mr. Wright? Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year. I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? Huh? You know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy. Right, that reminds me, about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. What? What? The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better. What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Right, well, I'll be going now, and, I'll, give the showbiz gigs some thought, okay? Wait, I'll go with you. Awesome. Oh my god, look at all these DVDs. These are all Steel Samurai. 1950, 9:45 a.m. Hickfield Clinic. So this is Mr. Wright's hospital. Oh no. Hi, visitors, are you? Yeah, are you the doctor? Yup, Dr. Hickfield's name. I don't remember your name being Hickfield. Good morning, Doctor. Oh, hiya there, Trucy. Cute as ever. Is this Daddy's room? Oh yeah, except he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any place you'd like examined? Doctor? The nurse was looking for you. Why, if it isn't Daddy-O, the cutest... Why, if it isn't that Daddy-O, the cutest little thing in town? Guess I'll be off. Later, Trucy. Wow. What an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright. What the fuck? What happened? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. Hit? And... You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. Only stopping when my head hit the telephone pole. Jesus Christ, you should be dead. You should be dead. You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. He really is as lucky as they say. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big. Not fat, but, you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child. Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. She'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. Ha ha ha, my foot. I'm not buying it. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius. Oh, Daddy. Stop making me say that. Yeah, you'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me these things instead of insinuating them. So, why did you contact me? What could the Wright Talent Agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this. Huh? Didn't you come into the office on your own free will anyway? Well, yeah, of course. Help, we're in big trouble here at the office. Big. I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. That's right, Daddy. How are we gonna pay this month's rent and the groceries? Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you have to transfer to a new school. Again. No, I can't. I only just made friends. Oh. How could you do this to me? To us, Polly. Huh? What? Now it's my fault? On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? To defend in court? Alright. I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker. Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. Alright, so who's the client? Ah, yes. Here. Take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night I left the office just before 9 o'clock. Oh, there's a scale and shit. Wow. I was just going past the Indochine pasta joint. What is Indochine pasta joint? Adelantes. Alright, hold on. Indochine pasta. Indochine. What? How do you pronounce this? Pronunciation. Indochine. Alright. Oh, sure. I played piano there, of course. That's when it happened. Car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. Back towards the office. So good luck. Huh? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Well, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry. Once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I am not prosecution. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh? Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny. Your real client should be stopping by the office any time now. The office? You mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. How much of a tragedy? It's just you, Nick. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. Just gonna make me investigate this after all. Map added to the court record. Mr. Raid's bed. It's really messy. Look how messy this is. You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Daddy? Yikes, she's attempting to clean up. Look out! Haha, you got me. What can I say? I was raised in a barn. Trying to let the world let word get out, Apollo, if you don't mind. Yeah, might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play piano. Oh, damn, Apollo's got jokes. Swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai, Electric Bugaboo. That's so stupid. They're all children's action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. Huh? Like a niece or a nephew? Something like that. Is it Will? Does Will just keep sending him all of his DVDs? That's really funny. I like that a lot. Quite the collection. This kid's parents must really be generous with their allowance. Funny, Mr. Wright doesn't seem the type that kids would like. What's on TV? Looks like some sort of action hero show. Oh, I know that one. That's the Sniffling Samurai. What? His booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd. I had no idea you like this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in a bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know? Yeah. Try not buying them. Now's the only time I get to watch and write up my reports. Your reports? It's a long story. Like a lot of things, actually. Oh, are you reviewing them? For God, why are there spider lilies here? This is the bed of someone who died. That's fucking awful. Ah, Daddy, you snuck in some grape juice again. It's just wine. It's wine. The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that here. True, so you look at the label. Oh. Deep sea mineral water. That's fine, I guess. I switched the labels. Don't tell Trucy, okay? What can I say? The man loves his grape juice. It's wine. Understood. Present. Badge! Shit. What's that? Looks strangely familiar. How could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. I guess some 7 years are longer than others. Oh, pans! There's other shit happening. Okay. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. June 15th, 10:05 a.m., Wright Talent Agency. Hey, hey, hey. How long are you planning to make me wait, eh? Is this Larry? Ah, good morning. What are you? Hi there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pop's had a bit of a rough spot, eh? I don't know what the accent this is. Well, all's well that ends well, I guess. I'll go full New Yorker. It's way funnier. This is our client? Hey, so this is that Apollo fellow, eh? Oh, yes? The name's Apollo. Look at him here, arms crossed like, ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. And don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? You're a noodle half-cooked. It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen. Noodle? You know Mr. Elidoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly? No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You know in these parts? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town. Elidoon's Noodles. Whose noodles? My noodles. Help me out here, Trucy doll. This is Mr. Guy Elidoon, our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Elidoon. She's noodle backwards. They've gotten way lazy here. What is with the harmonica? Anything for you, Trixie doll. I need to look at what the fuck is happening. What is going on? A strange split box leers at me from the wall. Is this one of those boxes for cutting people in half? That's right, this cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag. I've seen one on TV, but why is one just sitting here in your office? Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. Hats in the top, shirts in the middle, pants down below. I think it's a nice touch, don't you? Not exactly what I'd call a welcoming decor. All sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. Those are my magic props. Practice, practice, practice. A professional never leaves their weapons far from reach. But you can't play the piano with all this junk on it. Oh, no one here plays anyway. And the neighbors complain. I guess Mr. Wright really can't play. Who the fuck is this? An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat. That's my favorite magician. I want to be just like him someday. I'm a little bit sad that it's not fucking... Oh, what's his name? Max something? Sure, nice. I guess it's good to have a role model, even if he's got to be well over 100. How rude. Plant. Plant. Fuck! Don't touch Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie? He's been in this office much longer than I have. Daddy's mentor had a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney. Huh. Mr. Charlie, right. Now take care of him. Now I take care of him. Whoa! Is that fork floating? Not. Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here? That right there is the whole reason I became a magician. Do tell. I saw a plate just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fork looked so real. That's when I knew. Someday, I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti. That's... It's one of those hula hoop things everyone was crazy about way back then. Really? I had no idea these were that popular. I'm not so bad with one myself, actually. Eh? I'm still learning. So can you really make someone levitate with it? Show me. What? I have no idea how. It's just a normal hula hoop, isn't it? That table doesn't look very sturdy. You've never seen one of these? It's a magic table. So, like, make this teapot disappear? So you might think, but that's not it. Before your very eyes, the contents of the pot change. From Earl Grey to Darjeeling. Kinda hard to see the difference, I think. All these legal books must be Mr. Wright's leftovers. There's a lot of unrelated books in here, too. One Trick a Day, Magic for Idiots. You'd think a pro magician would aim a bit higher. Why you gotta be dunking on them? That's funny. Alright, what the fuck is your problem? So, you run a noodle stand, Mr. Aladoon. Guy Aladoon's the name, and the noodles are my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for 1.5 years. Oh, that's not that long, really. My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectations on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. That's a pretty old noodle. Aye, and a fool I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well. Oh. There's no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy. So it was like destiny that you became what you are. Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by this twisted noodle of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. So last year, I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Elidune's noodles. So tell me more about Elidune's noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty, why, they're saltier than salt. Now, I really don't want to find out. Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand. He frequented my pop stand back during his attorney days, too. Yep, him and his assistant. I'm sorry, I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, sonny. Hey? Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now. What do you mean? It was stolen, my stand, gone. Stolen? It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle. That's a harmonica. It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets complaints. Now you're just trying to butter me up. That sounded more like the blues than a whistle. I closed my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then this morning, dark and early, it was gone. My keep, my castle, oh. Maractus Clinic. Coming for a consult today. Maybe some bum. Oh, it's me. Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here. I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there, too. It's the saddest thing I've heard all day. You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck. Good. Well, huh? Wait. What exactly is your request? My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls would kill a man. And I'd really need defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. That's where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Get it back today if you can, Polly. I got noodles to make. Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about. Too, Apollo. Huh? I have a bad feeling about this. Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery? Well, someone stole a pair of my... Yep. Those? What? So they were, stolen your, my underwear, yes. Right. That's a crying shame, that is, Trucy Doll. I was alone in the office last night. I hung my underwear out the windows there to dry. When the thief came and took them. My favorite pair. I ran after them. Give those back, I shouted. Wait! That was certainly brave of you. But I lost him. With those underwear, I don't know what I'll do. Darn crying shame, yep. Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map. I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Apollo. Right. And you help him out, Trucy Doll, here, too. And you'll help out Trucy Doll here, too, you hear? Don't do- ew. Gross. Don't slurp your hair. Oh, I hate that animation. God. Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. I guess? Let's see where we stand. Not in a courtroom, that's where. Well, the first item in our list... Phoenix Wright, Daddy's hit and run incident. We have to find the one who hit him. Who's going to pay us for this again? And the second item? Mr. Elidune's request to find his stolen stand. For which we stand to gain A bowl of salty noodles. And the last request is mine. Find my stolen underwear. Bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Let's go, Polly. To the streets. Aren't you enthusiastic? How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me. I guess we might as well get started. Let's see. A hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties. What an extraordinary use of my time. This game is not going to be any shorter than the first chapter indicated. God. What am I looking at? Accident scene, June 15th. So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by the car? According to the map, this is the place. What a huge mansion. Kitaki. Apollo, there's a nice looking lady over there. Let's question her. Okay. I'm a little curious about the park. The park over there, too. What is happening? Who are you? Excuse me, can we have a few words with you? You want something? Whoa, that husky voice. Oh, right. You want something? Why am I suddenly sweating? That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money.
Oh, money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the key to Kitaki family mansion, little girl.
Eh?
You, kid with the hair, you want something?
Me? No, not a thing. Bye. Apollo, we can't just leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? But the Kitaki family, they're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town.
Oh. If you're gonna ask something, ask it. If you're man enough.
Whoa, right. Yay, way to whip him into shape, ma'am. Does she know no fear?
I'm Plum Kitaki. Wife of the fourth head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum.
I'm Little Apollo Justice, attorney at law. If looks could kill, this woman would be mass murderer by now. What the fuck is going on? Wow, what a big house. And the gate is so big. The Kitaki family is pretty big around these parts. I like the fox. It's so cute.
Ah, that's our family crest from the old country.
Your family crest?
We're clever as the fox, and our teeth are as sharp.
So, it's like a motto. You need a crest too, Apollo. Oh, how about the scales of justice? Or a lunar lander? I'll pass, thanks. There's paint splashed all over the gate. What a mess. Was this paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy?
That's right. I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you?
Of course. Then you can make them clean up their own mess.
You're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning.
Fucking hell.
There's nothing I dislike as much as a mess.
Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that.
I'll bet you do.
I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. Brightly painted dragon. I get the feeling he's glaring at me. Those paints must have been to repaint this wall.
That's right. I called in an artist to do the job right. He's the third so far.
The third?
The first spilled paint all over the entrance here. The second on my kimono. So
No, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know. That's all I can investigate. Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so...
Yes?
Whoa. What is it, Apollo? How about you go through me when you're trying to talk to her, okay, Trucy? Huh? That seems like a bit of a needless procedure. I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures.
Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters.
Gangster? Oh, that means you're the bad guys. Trucy, through me, please. I'm begging you here.
The bad guys. I like the sound of that.
I'm gonna need some warm tea after this.
Takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys.
So you're saying that business is in a slump? Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. So there was supposedly a car accident here last night.
Last night.
Oh, of course, you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you.
Wait.
Yes?
You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away.
That's my daddy.
I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man.
Capo? Point man? Could you avoid using too much industry lingo?
In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since the morning. Ah!
Cleaning up this paint? Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident?
It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint.
So you came to his rescue?
You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint. Then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see.
I'm sure that I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you? Please go through me when you want to...
Don't be such a stiff, lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image.
Yes.
But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the people, see?
How noble of him.
I availed myself of the public facilities to rid all of the garbage. Now there's just paint on the street to deal with.
Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. Who's that? She's looking at the park. She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know? There's something about her. Too bad she seems in a bit of a rush. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park. You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous.
Hey, miss, stay out of the park.
He got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer?
No, move along. Nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else?
We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm an attorney.
Something wrong? Detective Sky, we're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report. Oh! It's fucking Emma!
Detective? Why is she wearing a lab coat? You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed. I think you were a New Yorker. And these kids are...
Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers.
Ah, why don't you kids run along and play somewhere else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Want a dose of experimental fucking hydroxy acetylunidose trace? Hydroxy acetyludotris. Come again? What's hydroxy stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff if you would. Yes, ma'am. Fucking Christ. Ugh. I need to get more information like this. Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street? Oh, yes. The nice woman. What is going on here? Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate. I smell an incident. Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. How don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella? I always walk through this park on my way home. Please get down from there, you'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here. Hey, I said no one goes in. Unless you want a full face of hydroxy yada yada what's it? No dice. People Park, huh? Kind of an odd name for such an empty place. I wonder why it's named that. Hey, there's something written on the gate post. Huh? Oh yeah. It says, donated by Big Winds Kitaki. You mean the Kitaki family built this park? It's so nice of them to give to the community like that. Let's not get too friendly with them, shall we? A gangster building a park? Odd move for a crime boss. There's a big trash can on the way into the park. Guess we could check it out. A detective's life sure is a hard one. I'm an attorney, huh? Two pieces of garbage with paint on them. These are slippers. Mirakitas Clinic. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car? It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone. Wait, you don't think... I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Ryu. Wow. And he... I guess we'll take the mirror for now. Take a look at this. It's cut clean off. I wonder what's in there. Don't. There are bare wires hanging out. Let's see. Zap. Eek! What? Are you okay? That's just a little joke. Don't scare me like that. You mean don't shock you? Zap. That was incredibly informative. Can I ask you a question?
What?
What happened in the park across the street?
Oh yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say.
Chicago, huh?
Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too.
You're kidding.
What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house.
Something happened at your house, too.
A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it?
Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. So, what happened at your house?
Bloomers, last night.
Hey? I got a bad feeling about this.
Me, little Plum Kitaki, the victim of a panty snatcher.
What? So it wasn't just my panties that were stolen.
Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it?
No, of course not. Mercy?
I've never heard word that panties have been disappearing. I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. Missing panties all have something in common.
It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Mrs. Kitaki's panties have much in common. I just imagine Miss Kitaki's Ugh. I know. We'll find your bloomers too.
Great, show me what you're made of.
What have you gotten me into this time, Trucy? That girl from before.
Oh, welcome home, sweetie.
Hello, Mother. She's a Kitaki too? Miss. Here, our flyer. The Right Anything Agency? Anything Agency? Yeah, do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Ah, goodbye. Why did you give her our flyer? I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help. She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. I wouldn't be so sure. What the fuck is happening? No. Vote. Save the light. So, what's this place? This would be Mr. Eladun's house, silly. Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. I could see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. The dog. Hey. Look, there's a police car parked over there. 3 shots for the price of 1. Maractus Clinic. You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What is this place? A hospital? There's a sign. Maractus Clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went. The thief? The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night. Wait, maybe the police car is here to find my panties. I doubt it. Oh, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate.
Ah, there you are, Sonny. Well, you find anything yet?
No, not yet.
The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that.
This bowl of noodles is sounding less like a payment and more like a punishment. So your stand, Eladun's Noodles, was it?
Aye, passed down from father to son. That stand's seen its share of salt, Salt runs the family, you might say.
Yeah, I bet high blood pressure does too. So, your stand, Eladun's Noodles, was stolen.
Oh, it wasn't just a stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pot, my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend.
No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo. Isn't it about time he bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you can give me about the stand?
You bet, sonny boy, it just happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying in the town. I was. A smell of broth filled the streets, sick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m., I reckon.
I guess he's not aiming for the late night market.
I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease when I went inside.
When did you notice it had been stolen?
Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early.
Did that many people eat noodles for breakfast?
I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. The stand had my whole life in it, nay, my whole being.
They took everything.
All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams.
At least they left one bowl. Look here on the ground.
You don't find that stand today, and I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl, my last bowl.
Please, I'm under enough pressure here as is. That's it. Where the thief... That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to.
That's a crying shame, that is. If they have to steal, make it my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties.
The garage, right. You don't think the thief lives here, do you?
Pfft. Pfft, I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor.
Do I detect a little animosity here? Let's make sure to check out that garage thoroughly. No. That's quite a sign. I take it that's new, as opposed to old?
Ah, you like it. Made it myself, I did. Meant to write noodles, but I ran out of space.
Prior planning prevents poor performance.
Like for me, it spells a word all by itself, and spruces up my image, it does.
It does have a certain power of willful denial thing going for it. Looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there. Collecting rainwater to do the dishes. How environmentally conscious. You don't think he uses the rainwater to cook his noodles and to make the broth, do you? Oh, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. Taste is his business, you know? Look, that sign over there. Elidunes only uses water from all natural sources. I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. That's fucking gross. There's a handwritten sign here. Save the light. Save the light indeed. Mr. Elidune's house is practically in the dark here. I guess the hospital clinic next door blocks the sunlight.
Everything's gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Broth needs sun or it rots. What's a man to do? I just want my customers to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit.
I think there's a lot of trouble going through for an extra... Seems like a lot of trouble to go through for a few extra patients. Is this yours, Mr. Elidune?
Hey, that there's the heart and soul of Elidune's noodles. The bowl absorbed my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like the noodles.
Wow, it does smell like noodles.
Oh man, their bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back for me, sonny boy, I'm begging ya.
Bowl added to the court record. Custom-made Elidune's Noodles bowl. Decorated with Elidune's Noodles mascot. Is it? Oh look, I love these little personal touches. Seems a shame to hide it at the bottom of the bowl. Huh? When I touched it, the paint flaked off. He must have painted them on with warm, professional care. After buying the cheapest paint he could find with cold, professional thrift. Ah, it's in the bowl too? Oh, it's nasty. That's Elidune's Noodles mascot. Mr. Salty, he's so cute. It's not very endearing mascot, is it? No, come to think of it. Looks a lot like you, Apollo. Especially the red parts. Can I help it if I like red? That's gross. Why are we... What is happening? This house is, well, it's old.
It's been well low, that's for sure. I've lived here with my wife for many years now. It's got character though, just like my soup.
That was like character was a positive thing. Damn, fucking Apollo's savage.
That's the place, right there. That's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and purty, with a big blue tarp there.
So you use this plastic sheet to cover your stand at night. I see. You see, what? Did you figure out why it was stolen? Well, no, but it does suggest the thief knew what he was looking for. He clearly knew it was under the sheet.
So it wasn't one of those casual drive-by stand snatchers, you mean? Not bad, sonny boy, not bad at all.
Dog, 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 dog. Look, a doggy. Good boy, Salty. I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy.
Yep, sure does. Name's Spoon. And it's a she, by the way.
Spoon doesn't seem so lively.
She didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why.
You are ruining your dog's digestive tract.
Poor little thing, sniff.
Apollo, let's find that stand soon, for Spoon's sake. I'm pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. That's about it. It's over here. Police. I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Maybe they're tax evaders. Sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today. Did something happen? Oh, no, nothing to see here. Move along. You'll have to find somewhere else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? Oh, God, they look like children. I don't recognize the politician in the vote poster. I don't think I do, at least. Do we know any politicians? Maybe red blue? Or red white, I mean. No. Man von Karma didn't want to do any politicians. I don't think we recognize him. Look at us, what's Riley doing? He's the neighbor and all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? Looks like they have a special offer going on. 3 shots for the price of 1. Oh, now's our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. That doorway sure is sparkly. The Maractus Clinic, huh? It's more like a cheap casino parlor than a hospital. They must be quite profitable. Funny, it looks closed. Maybe they're on vacation today. What's with your fucking neighbors? Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front.
Probably gave someone food poisoning, I'll bet.
Anyone's gonna risk giving someone food poisoning?
That police car got nothing here this morning, actually. Oh, the police car got here this morning, actually. That's what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me, the neighbor. Not that I was surprised much, the doctor works for the wrong crowd. It was a matter of time before he got what was coming to him.
The wrong crowd?
Never mind about that.
What do you think about this? Nope. Nope. Highlighted, present.
You can tell my bowls by the Mr. Schultz logo.
The mascot of Elidune's Noodles.
They come to the stands, they sit, they drink deep from that bowl. And when they see the bottom, their face looks just like Mr. Salty's. Genius, no?
Very high concept.
You can't play a trade if you don't love the tools, remember that.
Yes, sir. Choose the other thing for professionals, clearly. Hey, you know anything about this fucking car?
Sorry, Sonny boy, my interest is in my stand and precious little else. You're cracking on that case, find my stand, I'm begging you.
Okay, just ask him about random fucking people? Alright. What do you think about this? Fuck. Can you tell me anything about this mirror?
That's probably from the car that knocked the fellow across the street.
Right. That makes this a valuable clue.
Let me know if you find that car, would you? You splash Kitaki paint, you pay the price.
God, this is gonna be maddening.
Sorry, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about.
Let's examine. Swap these. Some paint on the slippers in the trash can. Swap the mirror for the... Sure, let's swap the evidence. Trucy, if you would. Righto. Slippers cramped into pocket. Yeah, let's go to Ella Dunes. Present slippers. The bottom's covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? Looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped on some yellow paint. The only was left when the leaf was removed. Ah! I got paint on my hand. Apollo, I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. That's fucking rude. You just go right to the garage. Interesting. Oh, you just walk in the garage. Cool. Ah. This is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran. Are you sure? Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. Clues like a pair of panties. Trucy? Could you try not saying panties so many times? Bones. Eek! Someone's there! Oh, it's just a gold-plated human skeleton. Just a human skeleton. And painted gold. There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think? It screams something, that's for sure. Cat. Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It's not coming down. We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Yep. There's something about this car. Let's take a closer look. What happening? Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. Wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. We should bring it to him later. What happened to having only room in your pockets for one thing? Hey, look at that! The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue. What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly? Clue, let's see. I have no evidence right now. Not that I can think of. No, then what were you smiling about? Oh, I wasn't smiling. It was dust in here. I thought I was gonna sneeze. Achoo! Well, don't make a face like that. Achoo! Are so misleading then. I know someone yawn. I know yawns are contagious, but sneezes? Well, I'm sure there's gotta be a clue somewhere. Let's keep checking things out. It reminds me. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Apparently, there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved in the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. Wow. I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out the... I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey! There's something in here. What? Wait a second. Are these your... Ah! My panties! What? Already? Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing. No, really, don't mention it. No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a nose for finding girls' panties. What are those? My underwear, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them. What? You gonna put them on now? Watch closely now. See? Nothing in the panties. Ta-da! What? Where'd that come from? Where'd that bowl get... So, can we... I'm just gonna... Yeah, no. I'm done with this joke. Alright, extra dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. Magic underwear. It's one of my best tricks. Matt... Love them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. You mean those underwears are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner. What? God, why are those in my inventory? Well, that's one case closed at least. What are you saying? You still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade. Oh, right. No, I don't want to look at the car. I was trying to look at what was above the car. Back. Back. Move. Oladune's house. Move. Kitaki Mansion. Swap that so we can go present the mirror at the car in the garage. God, do I really have to fucking... This is fucking gross. Something the matter? I was just wondering if there was, like, a switch on these. Of course not. Huh. Mysterious. Oh, do you want to know the secret of my underwear? No thanks. Who uses magic underwear in a stage show anyways? God, this is fucking weird. Hey, remember case 2 of the second game when our mentor got remember case 2 of the first game where our mentor got fucking murdered and we had to solve the very sad murder of this very cute girl? God. And now we're looking for underwear and Brayden and Raj is looking for underwear. What the fuck's happening? What is this game? What has my life become? Take a closer look. I think you do have just the clue you've got in mind. Stop. Present. My clue is this. Whoa, it's the same color and size and everything. A perfect match. I guess we could check it out. Side view mirror. Turn off when it's smacked into something. Or someone. Well, looks like we've just solved the case. So the car hit Daddy last night. It's sitting right in front of us, yep. Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo. Gee, thanks, Trucy. Apollo. Huh? What is it? Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him. Okay. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though. And this is hardly a case worth reporting. Scott's panty snatcher. What, you want to see them again? Well, if you must. No, I'm fine, really. Let's just put them away, shall we? Case closed. What are you talking about? The case isn't closed until we have our thief. Just find him on the side while you work on the other cases. If it were that easy, we wouldn't need the police. We don't need the police. If we don't need the police, then we don't need defense attorneys either, right? Fine. I'll look for your panty snatcher. Okay, yeah, we go for the Hackfield Clinic from here. June 15th, Hackfield Clinic. Yo, how goes it? Daddy, how do you feel? Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have youngins on the case. Let's old Daddy-o get some well-deserved R&R. The elderly need their rest. Isn't he only 33? We cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent, capable. Tell me what you found out, if you want to. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Well, I certainly didn't expect you to be back this early. Polly's amazing. He found my panties so quick. Almost like he was the one who stole them. You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently it was a doctor. From the Maractus Clinic. Maractus, eh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic. Maybe something happened. What is this Maractus Clinic, anyway? Well, I've heard of the rumors. That clinic's been making good money. In a bad way. Bad? Ties to organized crime, the Kentucky family. The Kitaki family. He did that on purpose. Some injuries you can't take to the public hospital, see? They use the Maractus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting. Looks like something had happened at the park. Ah. A body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern, in any case. Right, let's ignore that and find the noodle stand. Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to this Maractus place. Maybe hit him up for some preparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering when I get paid? We solved the case of your accident, and, found a missing article of clothing. My panties. Yes, we got that. That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help you with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Right, back to the offices to plan our next move. What do you think of this? Oh, this was the thing that led you to the car. Yes, sir. The mirror you knocked off was just the clue we needed. Good work, Apollo. Of course, you might say. I was the one who made solving that case possible. You don't get points for knocking off a car mirror. It's actually a relief to be so thoroughly ignored. Look, My underwear. They come home to Mama. Thanks, Apollo. I was worried about them too. Trucy special ordered those. Startling display of parental concern. I'd hate to have to buy a new pair. Ugh. Make that not so startling display of cheapskatedness. Back to the Write Anything Agency. June 15th, Write Anything Agency. Oh, hello. Cadaverini. That's who they were in Justice for All. They're the Cadaverini family with the Furio Tigre. You're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes. I knew it. Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name is Alita Tiali. Alita Tiala. I have a request. Your request. Let me guess. Something's been stolen. Your flyer... It says now defending, so I thought... What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? Maybe you can tell us what happened. Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé, I suppose you'd call him. Fiancé? What happened to him then? He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? So, what's your story? You frequent the Kitaki Mansion, yes? Are you a member of their, organization? No, not yet. Not yet. You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son. The boss's son. So he's, a gangster. Yes, but the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be a nice change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. Yeah, shake it up a bit, live the gangster life. I think you're onto something. Miss Kitaki, I like the sound of that. I'm not sure Daddy would much care for that. What happened? I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park, near the Kitaki Mansion. There were a lot of police cars there. Apparently the victim was shot with a pistol. But I heard the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this? What sort of person is your fiancé? Your fiancé is the Kitaki family's only son, correct? His name's Waki Kitaki. I brought a photo. You look like a disaster. Well, that's quite the photo. Oh, I know, he can be pretty powerful and menacing, but so cute. But he's the boss's only son. Yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm the boss already, of this agency. Please help my Waki, please. Right. My first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. I prepared a letter of requests. I know you need those. Letter of request from Alita Tiala. For the legal defense of her fiancé, Waki Kitaki. Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime. Could I, like, meet the client? Hit request. Why does this envelope say hit request? It's a bit of lingo, like calling a hit or hitman. Oh, you mean gangster talk. So does hit mean to defend in gangsterese? Well, hitman? I certainly hope not. Someone tells me she used the wrong envelope. That's fucking funny. That's funny. Let's go to the detention center. Detention center, visitor's room. Polly, you looked as happy as a clam in its shell. For Lori, this is it. The place where the battle begins. You need something? Yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Mr. Walkie-Talkie. Sorry, he's in questioning now. It could take a while. Drat. Oh well, I guess we'll have to come back later then. So much for that battle. Something... That security camera is looking at me. I wonder if they tape all of this. Security guard. He stands here watching this room. I have no idea if he's listening to us talk. Not even sure he's breathing. Alright. I guess we wildly investigate first. The motorcycle. So this is it. My first murder crime scene. Ah, it's you kids again. Oh, it's you kids again. Can't you find some other place to play? We're not playing. We're, investigating. Aren't we, Apollo? Sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of... huh? Why does it say hit request on it? Miss Tiala must have used the Kitaki's stationery. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, it's you, Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. This is the first time I felt this way with a man. Mr. Gavin? What? What? Ah, Fräulein. What's a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help? Yes. The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. Even if we have a letter of request. You must be exhausted standing out here. I'll take you to the scene of the crime. Oh, really? By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Ah, very well. This way, Fräulein. Whee! Hey, what about me? Ah, there's a new... What is happening? What am I looking at? Ramen, rice bowl. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. We'll see you again. Will we see you again? Ask the wind, Fräulein. I'll be riding on it. Who was that? Eek! Apollo, look! A corpse! What? It's just a mannequin. Wow, it sure got me. Ahem. Might I ask what exactly you're doing here? Oh, it's Emma. Oh, it's you. How'd you two kids get in here? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Him again. Like glimmerous fop always getting in my way. Anyway, this scene's off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. Hmm? One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says it was written by Alita Tiala. Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that out? So, what's up with the mannequin there? Taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as we found it. The body was pulling the stand? So you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Skye, I'm in charge of this crime scene. She doesn't seem that happy about it. She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. Detective Skye? Quiet, please. It's snack time. Thank you for thoroughly wasting my time, Emma Skye. Please do not shoot directly into the microphone. Alright. It's fine, I can edit this in post. We're not making much progress here. She must not be very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years, and they won't give me the position I requested. Then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. He? Who's he? Next defense attorney? Detective Skye? Quiet, please. It's snack time. Are you really gonna make me do this 3 times in a row? We're not making much progress here. Present my attorney badge. I don't. If you can spare a moment to take a look at this. You see I'm extremely busy. Eating snacks, yes. Is eating snacks, I'd say. This is going nowhere fast. Thank you for wasting my time yet again, Emma Skye. There's a lot to take in here. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. But we need to investigate. Apollo, look, that stand. It says Elidune. I've noticed. Well, we've solved the case of the missing stand at least. Well, the circumstances could stand to be better. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. We need to investigate. Investigations should be carried out by professionals scientifically. She's not gonna let us check out the crime scene, is she? Hey, Apollo. My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious. I think I know what you mean. Kinda hard not to notice. Better check out what we came here to find, at least. Does it show cell phone? I can't just present people, so I can't tell her I know Nick. You're a pain in the ass, I hope you know that. Okay. Well, guess we move on. Oh, the lady's gone. I go to Elidune's house. June 15th, to Elidune's house. Oh, Mr. Elidune. Hello? Looks like he left. And we found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl? Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry. Oh, what a bummer. Mr. Elegance has seen better days. I'm betting I've eaten better noodles. Sparrow just flew over and oh man, that was disgusting. Don't tell me this wasn't the first time. I can re-comment on stuff now he's not here. Handwritten sign here says save the light. When do I get the sign in the shade from the clinic next door? How does purpose it blows in the wind alone? So sad. Oh, an Elden Noodle's bowl lies on the ground. Lone bowl, tipped on its side. It's kind of surreal. Dang, my hair looks good. Thank you for that. Alright, let's go to the right agency. See if I can't talk to our client now. Nope. Oh, progress? Ickfield Clinic. Ah, you're back. Run into some problems? Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something? Who, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem. Nope, no problem. Actually, I got a defense request. Defense request. That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me. Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's doing that on purpose. I know it. Talk about murder. So what's this about? So what about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually. Guess what? We found Mr. Elidune's noodle stand at the scene of the crime. Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was something else. I mean, you don't know what the murder weapon was? That's funny, detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyways? Lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You remember Emma. You know her? You could say that. So, you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. That'd make her about the same age as me. That's my daddy. He knows all of the police types. Oh, wait. Maybe you know that other guy, too. That other guy? That shining prince on the motorcycle. Prince? Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Trucies. Indulge your concerned father. He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin. Did he now? You know him? I guess he's his Christoph Gavin's younger brother. His brother? We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate. What? Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. What was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. And what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park? Yeah, that detective woman won't let us. Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective. White powder? I hope it's not what I think it is. Just take it to her. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. Alrighty. Top hat. So this must be the silk top hat Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh? Whoa. You know what this is, Truce? You know what this is, Trucy? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me. This is getting more and more suspicious. Mysterious white powder with the alleged ability to improve Detective Sky's mood. It's fingerprinting powder. Let's go talk to that detective. You're sure to know what that white powder is. Bottle has a label on it. Can you read it? Not a word. Not sure I speak whatever language is written in it. Too bad. I guess we're stuck with this mysterious bottle of white powder. We go Kitaki Mansion. Move. People Park. Present mystery powder. Does this ring any bells? Is that... It could... Where did you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes? Yeah, sort of. Detective Sky, how did you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry. Who did you say you were? Trucy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter. What? Mr. Wright has a daughter? You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me a Mr. Wright's apprentice. This powder is used to detect fingerprints. Fingerprints? I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. White powder memories. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. Oh, dust for prints. Oh, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. God, okay, finally. The report came in last night. The body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body. But why? How was a body pulling it? Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? Well, if I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what's the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. A pistol? Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop. Or a gangster. Incidentally, the victim's name was Paul Maractus. I just received the autopsy report, in fact. Ah. Maractus autopsy report. Time of death, June 14th, after 10 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet to the right temple. I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand comes from. A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know? Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand's owner is... Who could it be? The mysterious noodle stand owner. Who's the old guy? It's the proprietor of Elidune's Noodles, Mr. Elidune himself. He's famous in this part of town. Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks. Ah, excellent. The whole stand is added to the court record, right into Trucy's pocket. What's the story with this victim, anyway? I mean, what did he do? The doctor? A doctor. I'm starting to see a connection here. What is your story? Who, me? I'm just a supervisor for the crime scene. Detective Sky. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. Oh, were you studying abroad? Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that.
Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe? Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here.
Favors?
Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left.
Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them.
Really? I had no idea.
If you'd been out of the country for a while, probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes?
Waki Kitaki. I don't know if he's the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around.
Violently, in the detention center.
I see. But why was he arrested in the first place? You're a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance.
Actually, yes I am.
Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime.
Oh?
The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow.
What? Shit. Could you tell us a bit more about the victim?
Well, let's see. Apparently, he's a physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is the Maractus Clinic. Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there. What, you've been to the clinic?
Yeah, though on a related issue. Told a detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand.
I see, so that means Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here?
Yeah, it seemed to be the case.
But why?
Don't ask me. Alright, take a quick look. Autopsy report. Paul Maractus. 46 male, time of death June 14 between 10:15 p.m. and 10:45 p.m. Cause of death, damage to the brain resulting from a bullet wound. Point of interest, entry point, right temple. A whole fucking noodle stand, eh?
Look at this, Apollo. Eladun spelled his name backwards on this side.
I think that says noodle. As in Eladun's noodles.
Huh? Oh, I get it. So that's the name of his store. So the name of the store is the same whether you read it forwards or backwards.
Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S.
Then how about a store called Team Meat?
Close, but that would be Tame Meat. Tame Mate backwards. And what kind of store is that?
Why, a store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's meat. Team Meat.
Fucking gross. Was that it? That's awesome. Damn the crime scene. And this is Mr. Eladun's noodle stand, obviously.
It does say Eladun in big letters, doesn't it?
And the mark on this paper lantern there looks familiar.
It's going to be a little weird telling him, what with the corpse and all.
Anyway, that wraps up 3 of our cases.
That's right. Congratulations, Apollo.
And that leaves us with one case that's worse than all 3 put together. Murder.
Blue tarps have been placed on the ground around the stand. Apollo, I bet the victim was going to have a picnic here.
I guess he could have eaten all the noodles he wanted.
Don't touch those are preserving the crime scene.
Oh, I guess the police put these tarps here after all. This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. A mannequin in place of a body?
The body of the victim has already been removed. You think the victim was a noodle stand thief?
What, you think someone killed him because he stole it?
Yeah. Taking care of business. Little Plum Kitaki style. try not to sound too eager about that, please.
Yo, what's with the fucking knife?
It's a knife. A shiv, to be precise. Oh, lingo. The defendant, Waki Tadaki, is the son of the known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh? Look at this. There's a handprint on the shiv. A handprint. There might be something to fingerprint. Let's investigate.
Oh, okay, we're doing this.
Right, first choose the fingerprints you want to examine.
Choose a fingerprint?
Close at the handle. See, there's more than one fingerprint here. Those black spots? That's right, pick the one you want to analyze.
Sure, let's, that one.
Right, let's get detecting. Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement. First, bring some aluminum powder over this print. With a breath of space, see? Like this, see? Oil left behind by the print absorbed the aluminum powder. So you just dust it on and blow it off. I don't have a blow. It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Use R and... Wow, amazing. It's like magic. Huh, isn't it though? Right, let's give it a shot. It's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with powder.
Oh, it's touchscreen mini games. Aren't you so glad it's such a well-used and implemented feature? Look at this.
Good, clear, quite impressive. Next, to match the print. Police officer sample so you can tell whose finger this print belongs to. That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. Probably have a good idea whose knife this is already.
Trucy, how could you? You stabbed a guy. Palmeractus. Analyze. Comparing. Comparison complete. Match found.
So, the fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Yes, isn't that amazing? Ah, the power of science is my life. Apollo, she's sparkling. And I'm dimming. Look sharp, spirits up, the real fight is yet to come. Chin up, Polly. The trial hasn't even started and I'm already losing.
Any other fingerprints on it? Nope. Okay. What's over here? Gotta be a good clue or two around here.
You and your trash cans, go ahead, knock yourself out. Please, can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look, another pair of underwear? Wow, Apollo, you're a genius at finding panties. Stop saying that. Wait, aren't these... wait, these aren't... They're not mine. Because these have been stolen too?
Bloomers added to the court record. Distinctive bloomers, to say the least.
So, have you met the defendant? No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping it up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife that prints. Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? Don't worry, it's like a right tradition.
Some traditions I can live without. Court record. Look at those underwear.
These bloomers sure have a distinct design. You certainly know who they belong. You certainly know who they belong to at a glance. That way, she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius. I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. What is this game? God, it's been almost 2 hours again. Write anything agency. Move. Attention center, there we go. I'm sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done. We still have 3 minutes. I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. The father's talking in the private room with him. The father? You mean like a priest? I mean the suspect's father, Mr. Winfred Big Woods Kataki himself. Not someone I care to meet. Die, you! Oh, on your way out, old... Oh. Ah, they're here. Jesus. Whoa! This guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron? Milwaukee's lawyer. Yes, sir. Well, I'm Big Wins Kataki, 4th head of the Kataki family, capiche? Actually, I came to speak to your son. Mr. Justice. Yes? My son's innocent. He killed no one. If you were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche? You got some crazy eyebrows, dude. Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear. You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn, though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good. It's a big idea, old man. You can't treat me like a kid no more, not now. You know, I wanted to go to the Clink. I like it in here. You must be walkie. A G's not a G till he does hard time, Bazooey. You see, when I get out of here, things will change. Silence. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. Ha! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it. I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. What the fuck is going on? So much for talking to our client. But we made so much progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun at least. Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial? Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come and check it out. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, save a current progress. Sure, I guess we'll pick it up. I guess we'll pick this up next time. God, that was fucking weird. That was weird. That was real weird. Alrighty. Well, thanks for hanging out. It's certainly an interesting direction they're taking the games, at least tonally. I'm interested to see where this trial in particular keeps going, because there's a lot of unanswered questions that we just don't have any information for. Like, I couldn't even begin to guess what the fuck happened. So I guess we're just gonna have to fucking
freeball the trial. Not that we don't usually do that, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out, if indeed you still are. And we'll pick up Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, Case 2, trial, sometime whenever. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Fucking bye.